7 celebrities who have grown richer since they died. 1. Kobe Bryant. Bryant was at the peak of his fame when he died in 2020. But it wasn't just basketball that made him rich. Bryant was an early investor in Body Armor. The company makes energy drinks. Bryant invested $6 million and even served on the board. In 2021, it was bought by the Coca-Cola Company for $5.6 billion. By that time, Bryant's share had ballooned to $400 million. It was paid out to his estate in 2022. 2. Michael Jackson. Jackson died in 2009, deeply in debt. His inheritance was disputed for years. In May 2021, the court ruled it was $111 million. That's nothing compared to Jackson's earnings, though. The Michael Jackson estate has made $2.5 billion since his death. In 2016, Sony acquired the rights to his music. That deal alone was worth $750 million. With the legal difficulties over, the profits will only grow. 3. Dr. Seuss, the children's author, died in 1991, aged 87. He didn't really care about licensing rights during his lifetime, but before his death, he encouraged his wife Audrey to look into it. In 1993, she established Seuss Enterprises. The company markets and licenses Dr. Seuss's work. His books made $16 million in sales in 2022 alone. His total earnings for 2022 were twice as big. Netflix is adapting new Seuss stories, which means more money still. 4. Elvis Presley. Elvis has remained popular for decades. The 2022 biopic by Baz Luhrmann stirred renewed interest. Streams of Elvis's music increased by 67% in the US alone. The soundtrack, featuring his songs, hit number 30 on the Billboard charts. The Elvis Presley estate is currently valued at $1 billion. 5. J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien wasn't exactly poor during his lifetime. At the time of his death, his estate was valued at £190,577. That's around $2.7 million in today's money. But the 21st century adaptations would have made him a lot richer. Amazon's The Rings of Power cost around $500 million to make. Of this sum, $250 million was just for licensing the characters. After the show became a hit, Tolkien's characters profited further. In 2022, video game company Embracer acquired the rights to them. This time, the deal was $500 million. That's $750 million in a year for the Tolkien estate, not counting royalties. 6. David Bowie. Bowie recorded 26 albums as a solo artist. His popularity in the age of streaming hasn't abated. In fact, the recent documentary Moonage Daydream caused a resurgence. Warner has purchased Bowie's entire back catalog. The publishing rights were sold for $250 million. The Bowie estate is thus richer than Bowie was. 7. Charles Schulz. Cartoonist Charles Schulz was the creator of the strip Peanuts. Since his death in 2000, he's been a fixture of Forbes lists. In the 21st century, Schultz's work has brought in over $740 million. Part of that comes from a deal with Apple TV. They show old classics, plus a new series, Snoopy in Space. It should be noted that Schulz was always a top earner. He earned more royalties in the 1980s than anyone else in the world.